Honorable Member Shri Rajendra Gupta, maiden speech.
It's not a maiden speech, it's only a resolution. I will not like to take a maiden speech. I'll take a maiden speech somewhere else.
Okay.
Honorable Chair, respected Ma'am, I raise to wholeheartedly support the private member's resolution, Madam Sudha Murthy ji, an immense, timely and visionary proposal to introduce a new Article 21B guaranteed free and compulsory early childhood care and education for every child between 3 and 6 of age. Ma'am, this is not merely a legal amendment, it is a scientific necessity. Over 85% children's brain development is complete by the age of 6. These early years shape language, emotional regulations, social behavior. If we miss these years, we miss the child. Ma'am, in India, the Anganwadi system is very core of our early childhood care and education. Our most important platform for reaching children in their foundation years. This year, as the Anganwadi system completes 50 years, is worth recalling that how it begins with just 33 pilot projects in 75 and grown to the world's largest early childhood network. Over a century ago, India made visionary decision. The nourishment, health and early learning must come together under one roof. That early childhood care cannot be fragmented. That शुरुआत ही देश की दिशा तय करती है. Today we have 13.96 lakh Anganwadi centers, the backbone of our early childhood efforts. But only 10 lakh operates under government communities buildings. More than 3 lakh centers still function from rented rooms, open, cramped, temporary and simply unsuitable toddlers. At the facility gaps highlight the everyday struggle. 47% Anganwadi centers lack piped water. 27% lack functional toilets. 28% lack functional kitchens. And 95% lack solar-powered electricity. Even in these conditions, Anganwadi workers and helpers shoulder more than 20 responsibilities, right from nutrition, immunization, early learning, home visit and community mobilization, and maintain exhaustive record. In many states, they are further burdened with election duties and survey works. If we are at the constitutional guarantee under Article 21B, then we must first generate that very hand that delivered that right. Ma'am, I wish to highlight two areas that are often overlooked: early childhood care, disability and rare diseases. According to Census 2011, India has more than 2.86 persons with disability, including lack of children below 6. But while the Right of a Person with Disability Act 2016 Act guarantee free education from 6 to 18, children below 6 remain outside the protective framework. At the same time, early 70% rare diseases appear in early childhood, many within the first month of life. Delay in detection, often 3 to 7 years, cause irreversible neurological damage, preventable disability, loss of development milestones, and economical burden on the family. In practice, both groups face the same challenge. The 0 to 6 window is the most critical for intervention, yet the most special schools start only from 6. Private therapy is unaffordable. Anganwadi lack trained special educator, screening tools and supportive system. Ma'am, there are more than 25 lakh children with a special need in schools, but barely 12,000 trained special educators are in the entire country. Meanwhile, thousands of infants and toddlers with rare disease are left without life-saving therapy because treatment is inaccessible and quite expensive. In Article 21B, if Article 21B is very meaningful, ECCE must include early screening, early intervention and support for children with disability and rare disease unlikely. Ma'am, beyond infrastructure, beyond workforce, beyond health, the larger philosophical question before us: what kind of early childhood we are emphasizing for India? Across countries like Japan, Finland, and Scandinavia nations, early childhood is not only limited to ABC and numbers. They focus on self-efficiency, cooperation, emotional regulations, empathy, responsibility, and age-appropriate independence. Every task is done for a child instead of with a child. This is not the fault of parent and teacher, it's infrastructure. One of the youngest country in the world, we need children who are not just academic but most emotionally resilient and socially capable and confident to navigate life, ma'am. The proposal of Article 21 is therefore not just a constitutional step, it's a commitment towards reimaging childhood in India. To make it real, we must strengthen Anganwadi infrastructure, reduce non-core burden on the workers, equip centres to support disability and rare disease, train more special educators. I support this resolution. It's not about the children today alone, it's about the citizen of tomorrow. I strongly, wholeheartedly support this resolution. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Bande Mataram.